Hello YouTubers, and welcome to Mudmax Metal Detecting. Long time no see. Hope you're all well. Right, I'm going to have a run around on a bit of my land, a bit of my permission, and just see what comes up today. And yeah, fingers crossed we find a couple of interesting objects or things, or maybe if we're really lucky, we might get a coin or two. You just never know. Right, let's get stuck in. Oh yes, that's a nice start to the day. Proper old spectacle buckle. Look at that, that's quite a crude one. I think that's got some age on it. That really is absolutely lovely. Wow. I say first target of the day. I had a huge overload that I knew was going to be a great big tin can or something, and it proved to be just that. So I didn't treat you to the images of that one. But yeah, I'll take that. That's an absolutely lovely way to start the day. Beautiful old spectacle buckle. Does look quite crude, that one. Yeah, I think that's going back a bit. Really pleased with that. Absolutely fantastic. Ah, not so lovely. From the beautiful spectacle buckle to the same kind of wrapped up bit of old tin or alley that I had out on the first signal. So that's bad, good, bad. The bads are winning. As you know, they usually do. Oh well, let's move on. Right, no idea about that, but it's definitely been shaped for a reason. Some kind of hook or clip or some kind of fastening. Thick, heavy lead. Yeah, shaped and purposely made with something in mind. Looks like it might be broken off at the top there. That's an artifact, I just don't know what it is. Okie dokie, let's carry on. Well, I've absolutely no idea what it is. It's a pointy thing. It does look iron. Not entirely iron, but it does look like iron in part. But it completely fooled the Deus. Absolutely screaming signal. Yeah, what a strange little thing that is. It looks like it had some kind of thing coming out there, going up from a hole in the middle. But what, why, what you do with that? Well, I know what you can do with that. But yeah, what other people did with it, I've absolutely no idea. Well, there you go. Well, it's been a lead kind of day, really. A few other bits have come up, but lead has been the predominant factor. Now, that looks to me like something that's out of focus. Oh, it's back in focus now. That looks to me like something that's been worked for a reason. But I'm absolutely stumped what the reason is. So yeah, slight curve on it. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, what appears to be a little bullet. Now, I can't really swear too much about these at the minute because I've just bought myself a couple of air rifles. I got a cheap one and then I upgraded pretty quickly after. Nothing that fires anything that big. Yeah. I've joined the enemy. Yeah, I've joined the lead spreading enemy. Although I have to say, so far, I haven't spread much lead in the fields. I've just been in the garden mostly doing target practice. But yeah, there you go. I've become a lead spreader. Boo. Well, that was a booming signal. Not a great deal of depth, but man, that shouted out at me. Beautiful hammered numbers, to be honest, but it's just a little ornate button thingy with the clasp missing. Oh well, I really did think that was going to be something a little bit better, but never mind, we push on. Well, I'm not sure about this. Possibly military. Looks like some kind of figure and a base. So yeah, I think it could be a little military button off of a military garment of some sort. That's my guess anyway. I've got a nasty feeling this isn't going to clean up very well, but I guess I'll have to find out later, won't I? Oh well. Well, I'm just taking shelter from an absolute deluge. In fact, this deluge has been going on now for about half an hour. According to the weathermen today, it was going to be dry, light cloud, and just a tiny, tiny hint of the possibility of a very light shower. Everywhere I look across the horizon, it is absolutely full of thick, heavy rain clouds. How can they get it so wrong? What is the point of weather people standing there smiling and being so confident and telling us what's going to happen when half the time we get the opposite? Anyway, I've got something interesting to show you. Okay, what do you think of that, folks? Doesn't look much, does it? But the coloration on that metal screams age, and it has got some kind of markings. I think this is a broken off part of an old pin, maybe a writing scribe, something like that. It just screams age. High conductor. It's got that look about it, hasn't it? Yeah, it's not a full artifact, but I am absolutely confident that that is pretty ancient, and that's been shaped, and that had a use. Very interesting. Any ideas? Drop me a comment. Well, everything suggests that that is ammunition, but that's a big one. I mean, I'm 5'8", average kind of smallish hands. You can probably tell just how big that is. I think that is a musket ball, or some kind of large bore rifle ball. I can't think what else it could be. It's definitely lead. Gave an absolutely screaming signal, as you'd expect. Focus, you damn thing. But look at it. It's got a little mark there. Could be a little sprue mark where it was nipped off. I am absolutely certain that that is ammunition. But that would have been a big, beefy gun. Wow. You don't get many that big. Might be something else, but I'm pretty convinced that's a lead ball of death from a very big weapon. Ooh, misses. Well, I've got another one, only this one's a bit pitted. It looks like it's been nibbled on by mice with steel teeth. Yes, very strange. I still can't think what else they could be, but they are big. Very, very big. Well, I've got a couple of balls. We'll say no more about that. Let's keep it family friendly. Well, it's a day for lead curiosities, to be honest. That's definitely shaped, moulded for a reason. 2 lines, parallel lines. Oh, Blondie, great album. 2 parallel lines coming down. Interesting shape. Possibly a broken piece of a gaming piece. Who knows? Maybe not. But definitely old, ye old lead. Worked and shaped for a reason. I've had a couple of other bits of lead, scrappy bits off camera. But yeah, plenty of lead coming up. Well, that was definitely made for a purpose, wasn't it? Doubt if I'll ever know what the purpose was. Ah, look what's just come up. I believe it's some kind of furniture pull thingamajigamy-gumby. It's too small to be a door knocker. Nobody wants a knocker that small. But yeah, I can only imagine. What on earth is a little furniture latch doing right in the middle of a field? I mean, it is right in the middle of a big field. I guess many, many years ago it might not have been right in the middle of a big field. But there's no indication of structures near where I am, or old, lost structures. But anyway, yep, I'm pretty sure that's off of a piece of furniture. A little dangly furniture pulley. Or maybe a very, very big zip on a very, very big farmer's coat. I wouldn't have liked to have seen him if it was. He would have been a big fella. No, I'm pretty sure that's off furniture. Oh well, interesting little artifact. Okay, I've stopped everything and started filming. I've just had this up. It actually looks better in real life, I think, than on camera. It's thin enough to be hammered. It's got some kind of layer of gunk on it, though, that I'm not used to seeing with a hammered. And I'm being really honest now. I'm sharing this moment with you. I don't know. Is that Is that markings? Should we give it a rub and see what happens? I do love all the people out there that say, don't rub your coins. I do. Oh, okay. What on earth is that? Is that a dog tag? Has that got a hole at the top? What on earth is that? Is that a coin? Or is that some kind of scrumpled up? I'm being honest, folks. I don't know. I'm not mucking about here. This is live and true. I wouldn't. That's a head. There's an old king's head. This is a hammered. This is some kind of weird coin, isn't it? I'm gonna have to get this home and clean it up. But right at the end of the day, that is a head. Is that two eyes and a crown at the top? Do you know what? Right at the end of the day, folks, what's turned into a fairly mundane walkabout has all of a sudden become very exciting. I have no idea what this is. Look at that. It's all kinds of stuff on the back. I'm completely flummoxed. It could be a piece of modern tap for all I know at this point in time, and I'm being absolutely serious. I'm looking at it. It's a funny colour. It's not got that usual silver look about it. In fact, well, in real life it hasn't. On camera it looks a lot more silver. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to call it quits. It's getting near the end of the day anyway. I think it ain't going to get any better than that. Whatever that is, it's curious, it's interesting, and I'm flipping in a hurry now to take it home and clean it up and find out what on earth it is. Is that hammered? Oh, come on, folks. Let's call it a day. Let's get home. Let's get it cleaned and let's get it on the table. What have we got here? Okay, folks. Now this is the side that I thought I saw a head on, and as you can see, it's very, very worn. But let me just quickly turn this over for you. Okay, folks. Now have a look at this side and tell me what you think. At first, I wondered if all the lines and all the kind of swirly stuff was just debris and gunk that had built up. But I don't think it is. I think it runs a lot deeper into the actual metal. It's mostly on one side. Now, if I just bring in a cocktail stick here, you'll see, look, there's all this kind of pattern. There's a long line going down the middle and some very crude patternation. And I have absolutely no idea what it is, but it does look crude, and it's definitely worked into the metal. Let me turn this side on, because I think when it's side on, it in a kind of strange way, it almost makes more sense. 1 second. Okay, so sideways on, you can really see that line, and if you look down the bottom here, there seems to be a dot with little lines coming off of it, and then you've got this line going through. It's really worn. I have put a little bit of silver foil over it and given it a rub. There's no smell to indicate that this is silver, and to be honest, after cleaning, I don't think it would ever go a colour like that if it was silver. So I'm flummoxed. I really don't know. I don't know whether this is a really, really old worn artifact or just something with some funny blobs and shapes on it, but it's got a circle at the top. It's some kind of pendant, some kind of hanging thing. That's there for a reason, and that would denote that these patterns are here for a reason too. So yeah, it just kind of, I don't know, this, I'm going to stick my neck out and say it looks a little bit Celtic, but I don't know if they had anything like this sort of made of cheaper metals or more basic metals, should we say. I don't know. Any ideas, folks? Let me turn it back up the right way. Hang on, let's see if I can do it with the cocktail stick. Oh, yeah, we're getting there. There we go. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine on that. I have no idea. I honestly don't think it could be something like a dog tag or something, because the metal's just too old and corroded, and it just hasn't got that look about it at all. I'm sure the whole thing goes back a lot further than that, but what on earth is it? Any ideas, folks? Please do comment below. So there we go, folks. So until the next time, good luck, happy hunting, and we'll see you soon.